Hi, everybody. And hi.
Hi to you.
You had a big week?
Big, painful, exciting week.
I think it's very exciting, actually.
I know, and you enjoyed it.
So, I did. I enjoyed watching it.
A little too much, I might add, my friend. Just a little too much, a little over the line.
But isn't my
happiness.
doctor a doll?
He is fantastic.
Bob
Dr.
Savage. Wellesley, Massachusetts.
You know, because I don't have to tell you, I'm not an easy
Not
person.
a great patient, no.
And I am not a good patient. I don't like pain. I'm not particularly fond of doctors, and I certainly don't like needles. So entering into the, there's your parameters. But
She was a nervous wreck.
Oh, right, all right.
She was a nervous wreck.
I was nervous. But he's a real professional. He handled me beautifully. I felt like I was in good hands. He did a great job.
He's a doll.
He's just, I highly recommend him.
Great. Jill,
he's affiliated
thank you.
with Mount Auburn Hospital in Cambridge and the Faulkner Hospital in Boston. Yeah. Bob Savage. If you ever need a little nip, tuck, whatever you might need.
Which she felt
Which
she
I did not nip and tuck.
And by the way, the Dr. Robert Tornam believes there's something called, what is beauty, he asks? There's a beauty quotient. This is in the Huffington Post, by the way.
Of course.
And he basically says beauty comes from within. And
blah, blah, blah.
I knew you wouldn't agree with that.
Well, no, I do agree with that. And I don't know that, listen, if you are Cher or Sharon Osbourne or a celebrity who's lives
Heidi Montag, bad decision.
Really is not about what's within as much as it is about what's outside, and that's how you make your money.
For them.
Then this kind of getting Botox or Restylane or plastic surgery is about beauty. It's about your vanity and wanting to keep up your career, etc. I am not a raving beauty like Heidi. You don't have to laugh.
Am I supposed to say something?
You don't have to. First of all, I was waiting for you to get a little too happy. I know, right in, again, right out of the park. But I did not do this to become suddenly beautiful.
But there are two things that you're uncomfortable with about yourself, don't you think? Two things. Your wrinkles.
Yes. And my hair. And it was my breasts, but I also had some breasts whacking things off. I have problems. But anyway, so this was not about becoming beautiful, because that's just silly. It's not going to happen. This was really, it bothered me. I would look in the mirror and I would feel like, A, you're really getting old, Janet. B, boy, what were you such an idiot to sit in the sun as much as you did when you were young, as all of us boomer women and men feel, because we didn't have a clue. As you all know.
We thought we looked great, and frankly, I still do.
We were using baby oil. We were idiots, but we didn't know. Remember the combination of baby oil and iodine? Wow, baby. Boy, you got a good...
I grew up in Florida.
It's like a crispy, like the skin of a pig when they do a pork roast. That's it, nice and crispy. But, we didn't know, so I get angry, and I would look at it and just be mad. So this, just getting a little Restylane in my laugh lines.
By the way, we should probably say that our show this week is about
getting a little Botox.
Nip.
Trying it. Trying it. I just wanted to see, A, if I could bear it, B, what it would do for me, if it would make me feel better about my wrinkles, and which bother me. It makes, I'm happy to look in the mirror and not see a wrinkle. Not a single soul would know it, which is good. I did not want to look different. I just wanted to look a little better, and it turned out, really, I wanted to look a little better for me.
Do I need it?
No, you're perfection. You're flawless.
She says with such sincerity.
No, I'm not kidding you. I don't think,
I'm genetically predisposed
for a
to have
woman your
decent
age,
skin.
you have very, very good skin. You do. And I'm 10 years younger than you, and my skin is much worse than yours.
I'm lucky.
I'm very fair-skinned. You have that melatonin? Melatonin. I have very little, and I just got dry skin, and it just has not been good.
So off we went to my beloved Dr. Savage in Wellesley, and the rest you will now see.
Sorry,
on camera.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
That's the truth.
And we want to hear from all of you about either your experiences or your reaction to the lovely Janet Prince.
I've learned to do without, 'cause now I know it's love that really counts. I do. I know that this soul is empty. Now you speak your words warm and sincere, and lets me know that your love is real.
Sorry.
Good times are about to happen.
So we'll have
So you're going to do this, and then I'll do these, and then maybe I'll do this, unless this is going to collapse. The Botox is only sort of from the eye up. Is that correct? And then Restylane would be for things like the lines that run from the nose.
As a general rule, that's correct. However, as people have gotten more experience with both the fillers and with Botox, sort of where we use it also has changed.
Oh, really?
So as a general rule, kind of from the nose up, Botox is better for most things.
Okay.
Meaning sort of the scowl lines or
Yeah,
the
which is
11s
what
that people get between their
Yeah,
eyebrows.
which I have.
Crow's feet or laugh lines,
Which I
whatever
have.
you want
Yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah.
And or horizontal
that.
forehead wrinkles.
Mm-hmm.
On average, there's about 3 million people that do this every year. So.
All right, well, that makes me feel a little better.
It's by far.
Oh, good. Why does it have to have a witness sign this? This is really nerve-wracking.
I'm the witness.
Do you want to do this?
I'll be the witness.
Witness. This
I'll
is
do it.
ridiculous. Physician signature witness. Witness. This is worse than an affidavit. I feel like this is like a grand jury. I cannot believe you don't do cocktails. I don't understand why doctors don't do cocktails.
Highlights.
No, I think I understand. You're telling me what I'm going to be going through, and that I should understand. Oh my God! What's skin necrosis? Very
Just sign the
unusual to
papers.
experience. It's very unusual to experience death of the skin. How unusual?
So even when you're not animating, you have a lot of pretty deep static lines.
Yes.
So the bad news is that Botox is not likely to get rid of all those because they're just too deep.
I say do the best you can.
I think it will improve them, but
Do
I
the
don't think
best
it's
you
going to
can.
get rid of all
Well, I'm not expecting miracles.
In a lot of ways, your bangs are a good thing because
Yes.
if you wanted to treat your forehead, you would be one of those people that might be unhappy with the brow coming down too low.
Well, I'll keep these bangs going then. I'll be like Cousin It. Have you seen Cousin It on the Addams Family? Of course. Colored by numbers.
So the little laugh lines are caused by, there's like a sphincter-like muscle around the eye called the orbicularis oculi, which also pulls the eyebrow down a little bit. So in addition to trying to treat the little laugh lines here, we usually will put a little dot right here too, and that sometimes will also help to lift your brow up.
Good brow lifting. This is like an added benefit.
Yeah.
May I ask if all of these dots are going to be needle dots?
They'll come off in a few weeks.
No, I mean you're putting your needle into each of those.
Yes or no?
Don't think about it.
That's the Botox.
There's the
It looks like
Botox.
there's nothing in the bottle.
Yeah, it does.
If you look at
Looks like actual
you wear
air.
glasses?
Yes, I do.
You look really carefully. There's like a little teeny tiny
Yeah, a little.
minute amount of little white powder there.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
that's it.
That's it.
So that's why it's safe. It's just, very tiny amount.
And then you put saline solution in it.
Correct. So we're
The
gonna
right amount, not like those people who are diluting.
Correct. So we're going to do
Cheapos.
a little bit.
Numbing. Jesus Christ. What have I done? What have I done?
Let's have you put the ice pack on the other side. Start to numb that up a little bit.
All right, let's numb it up. Jesus.
Give you a little break in the action.
Yeah,
Give you a
please,
breather.
please.
Slow, deep breaths. Yeah. Remember the Lamaze class?
I'm doing yoga breathing. 5 breaths in, hold for 5, 5 breaths out.
If you don't mind, for the final touches, it's better for me if you sit up. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. You're going to be doing some more?
Because watching would be good.
I can barely stand it. Oh. Look at that.
Botox, Botox, it's a present from the God. Botox, Botox, real good drug. Tension, headache, chronic migraine, Botox, hyperhidrosis, severe severe excessive sweating.